Yoo-hoo!
Oh, mommy! Oh, mommy! 我过了，我过了，我过了。
I see exposure. Ooh. Yeah, get it. Welcome to Senator Frankie's eMTB Adventures. Today we are going to go over a few trails you won't want to miss if you're planning your next eMTB destination to southern Utah. We recently visited the great state of Utah, specifically St. George and Hurricane, in search for some of the most unique terrain to ride our eMTBs on. Let's start with our first trail on the list, Gooseberry Mesa, the most unique place to ride here in southern Utah. The unique features of Gooseberry Mesa is in its name. You'll be riding through some gooseberry rock features almost the entire way while looking to connect the dots on the ground to find your way around. You'll also gain access to the best mesa in the area overlooking the entire Hurricane Valley. There are multiple ways to ride Gooseberry Mesa. I was given instruction by my Patreon member Orvin to start from the South Rim to Hidden Canyon, to the North Rim, to the White Trail, then to the Gooseberry Point. Starting from the parking lot to the South Rim, it immediately presents itself with the uniqueness of the Gooseberry formations. No slack given whatsoever. You'll be riding up and down these unique rock slabs extremely quick into the ride. You'll feel like you've been down in the rabbit hole and teleported to Mars. It's so good.
Oh, mommy! Oh, mommy! 我过了。Holy! Woo!
Hidden Canyon was definitely an awesome addition to Gooseberry Mesa. You're riding rock formations on the South Rim Trail, going up and down rocks. Then all of a sudden, Hidden Canyon takes you into the pines of Gooseberry Mesa through some really cool stone formations and giving you some fun technical flow at the end. Woo! Woo! Gooseberry Mesa is definitely the #1 trail here in southern Utah. There's nothing more unique and beautiful. A must-ride location, and I truly believe this is a bucket list of places you need to ride your eMTB. Next, we look at Zen Trail, located close to St. George in a network of trails in the Green Valley area. It is a black diamond trail with some pretty technical climbs and a few technical descents, a few hike and bike areas, and way less physical demanding than Gooseberry Mesa. It's about a 6-mile loop from the parking lot, and from my research online, the best direction was to ride counterclockwise. The terrain is loose, rocky, and desert-like. It's a bit harder to navigate than Gooseberry Mesa as it is not clearly marked with dots. In the first half of the ride, you'll be climbing, nothing too intense, but a gradual climb. You'll pass a series of rock caverns, and you'll also encounter some fun technical ups and downs. Nothing you can't manage or hike or bike. After you ride from the mesa, it's all downhill from there. Woohoo! Woohoo! Phew! That was good. Awesome. That was so much fun. There's this one waterfall section that I posted up on my Instagram. It doesn't look much on the GoPro or the phone, but I can assure you it looked way gnarlier in person. Yoo-hoo! We got lost towards the end of Zen and went into Mario's World. My advice is to stay away from Mario's World. It is not as easy to navigate, and we hiked our bikes a lot. I had plans to ride another great trail that's in the proximity to Zen called Barrow, but we had spent most of our energy hiking ourselves out of Mario's World, so we called it a day. I guess that's one of the cons of riding eMTBs. Nonetheless, Zen is a must-ride trail if you are in the St. George area. Next on the list is Wire Mesa. It is also located in Hurricane, Utah, and it shares the same washboard dirt road entrance as Gooseberry Mesa. We didn't get to ride this trail this time around. It is Ellen's favorite trail system out here. It is a 7-mile loop with a blue rating. You are surrounded with some spectacular views with some very flowy sections. Ellen was able to complete most of the features here. She also had tons of fun completing some of the alternate lines. I highly recommend coming here if you're an intermediate rider and not looking for an intense workout like you'll find at Gooseberry Mesa. Wire Mesa is much more manicured than Zen or Gooseberry. It feels a lot like the trails you'll find in Sedona. It's not a bad thing. It's a nice change of scenery from the wild and untamed of southern Utah. Woohoo! The fourth trail on this list is Gem Trail. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend riding this trail. And I recommend starting here for those who are also with family. And if you're intermediate and above, I recommend starting at the Gold South parking lot. From Gold South, you can gain access to the upper gym sections as well as Gym DH. No big rock chunks or huge boulders to ride up and down, just a smooth, flowy green trail. by surprise by a gym connector section that was made of a series of switchbacks and some Sedona-like cobblestones. It looks intimidating, but not too over technical.
Woo!
Gym DH is a fun flow trail with a few steeper sections, nothing too technical or too tough, just some pure desert flow. Gym trail just keeps flowing for miles, but the winds were a bit high that day, so we decided to head back up since riding in the wind isn't the funnest thing to do. Heading back up to our parking lot was a blue trail named Dead Ringer. We were lucky we caught a tailwind riding back up. It made climbing this trail much more smoother. Dead Ringer was a bi-directional trail, and the opposite direction looked super fun. At times I felt like I was going in the wrong direction. There were so many side features that I passed by and wanted to hit, but the wind was being a real pain in my ass. Maybe next time. The end of Dead Ringer also took me by surprise. It routed us just under the cliffs and we were riding on the edge of the mesa. There was definitely some exposure there, but the trail was wider than a single track to make it less sketchy. It definitely made things a lot more interesting towards the end of our ride. That is all the 4 trail systems I've been able to ride so far, but there are still lots of places that I've yet to explore in southern Utah. Hopefully I will be able to continue my adventures out here as well as reviewing and riding some of the eMTBs I've been rating. There is so much riding to be had in southern Utah. Such a perfect place to bring your eMTB. I hope you enjoyed today's eMTB adventures. If you found this video to be useful, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also support me on Patreon so that I can continue making more eMTB adventures for you all. So with that, we'll see you on the next one. Peace. Woo, that was a fun one. Oh.